Hello students, a very warm welcome to Gravitation Concepts and Lecture number 18 and to JEE English by Unacademy, India's leading and largest JEE test preparation platform. And guys, today we are going to have a look at something really very interesting that is going to be about the planetary motions and in fact our solar system motions. So don't miss out the initial part of the lecture. It's going to be super interesting. We are going to have a look at a very interesting video. And post that we'll be discussing something really very important for your JEE Mains and JEE Advanced. You can expect many questions from this particular topic. And in fact, like every alternate year in Gravitation, questions have been asked from this. Even in 2020 JEE Mains, 2019 JEE Mains, and every alternate year to those of the previous years, the questions were from this specific topic. So let's get into this lecture, and before that let me introduce myself to the students who don't know me. I'm Muralidharan. I completed my MS in Electrical Engineering from one of the top ranking American university. I'm also an IITian who completed BTech from IIT Guwahati. I have 4+ years of experience preparing students for IIT JEE and other competitive exams, and I have filed 25 patent applications on state-of-the-art technologies in India, US and abroad. And students, if you're looking for a complete package at the moment for your JEE Mains and JEE Advanced preparation, it's going to be Unacademy subscription. And what do we have for you? We have the best educators across the nation on a single platform that is going to be an Unacademy subscription. And you can attend daily live interactive classes with the best educators on a very interactive platform with live polls and leaderboards. Not only that, students, we also keep conducting national level test series, and where you can get analysis from this test series and improvise upon your overall performance. And every program on Unacademy subscription platform is a structured program. You don't have to worry about the planning. We take care of it. And yes guys, this is going to be one of the best things for your JEE preparation, be it your mains, advanced, etc. And that being said, coming to how do you avail Unacademy subscription? First of all, you need to download Unacademy Learning app, or you can do it from the web-based version. You need to log in, click on the left-hand top corner extension bar, choose plus, choose IIT JEE as your goal, and hit on this get subscription button. And one more amazing thing about Unacademy subscription is that there is no restriction on the batches. You can attend as many batches as you want, as many courses as you want. And yes, there are no batch restrictions. You can enroll to as many programs as you want. And it is a single subscription price for both JEE Mains and JEE Advanced on a single platform. And guys, coming to the part of pricing, it's quite economical and depends upon what you're looking for at the moment. So let's say you are a 2021 aspirant right now and you're not planning to drop, or you're already a dropper. So let's say you are already a dropper or you are a 2021 aspirant. So 6-month program is for you, right? So in the 6 months, you will be able to cover things that is necessary for your JEE Mains and JEE Advanced preparation, and as well as you will be getting over the exam. So I would recommend that you go for a 6-month program, which is going to cost you near about 25,000. And students who are in 12th class or planning to drop, or students who are in 11th class and only planning to prepare for 1 year, which could be done on an Unacademy subscription platform, all it is going to cost you is near about 35,000. And you may want to go for a 12-month program. This 35,000 is for 12 months. This 25 is for 6 months. And of course, students who are going to get into 11th class, or who are in 9th class, or who are getting into 10th class, you may want to go with a 24-month subscription program, which is going to cost you near about 50,000, like little more than 50,000, but near about 50,000. That's pretty economical. That's for 2 years. For a year, it's going to be near about 25,000. And guys, this is for plus subscription. And we do have something beyond plus subscription as well. Plus subscription is the thing that we just discussed. And we also have something beyond plus subscription known as iconic subscription. On iconic subscription, you not only get access to all of the features of plus, along with that you can get personal mentoring session, one-on-one mentoring from IITians and the best educators across the nation. So that is the beauty of plus. They will be guiding you with strategy sessions. They will be giving you expert guidelines. They'll be giving you, like personal guidance on how to prepare for the exams. So they have previously gone through this journey. They will be guiding you efficiently throughout this process. Not only that, so think about it, IITians and IITians who have previously gone through this journey, who have cracked the exams or guiding you in this process, yes, that can happen on Unacademy iconic subscription. And coming to the part, like 6-month subscription is going to cost you near about 34,200, and your 1-year subscription is going to cost you near about 58,500, and for a 2-year subscription it's going to cost you 90,000 for 2 years. That's like 45,000 per year, right? And make sure you apply Murli Live code either if you're purchasing 6 months, 12 months or 24 month plus or iconic subscription, because you will be able to avail maximum discount on your subscription purchases, right? You'll be getting the best discount by applying Murli Live code. Not only that, you can unlock many features on Unacademy subscription platform, etc. using Murli Live code. So make sure that you apply Murli Live code whether you're purchasing plus iconic 6, 12 or 24 month subscription. And not only that, guys, we have recently introduced a combo subscription, which is one of the most economical package for a combination of your board and JEE preparation. And coming to the part, what is this? You can prepare for both JEE and your board, CBSE board, just from one platform anywhere. And all it is going to cost you is near about, if you're going to go for a 2-year subscription, it's going to cost you less than 90 rupees a day. And if you're going to go for a 1-year subscription, it's going to cost you near about just less than 90 rupees a day. Yeah, I'll come to this part at the end of the lecture. Let's get into this lecture. It's going to be super interesting. And students, do not forget to share this video, because we are going to discuss something really very interesting, and definitely it's a free of cost, like full length and high quality lecture. So do share it with your friends on social media like WhatsApp, Facebook, other social media platforms that you can. So let's get into this interesting part, and let's see what are we having a look at before we jump into this. So I'll be playing a short video, and on this video you'll be observing really something very interesting. So we typically imagine that Earth is revolving around Sun. But as such, if you're noticing this video, it's not just Earth revolving around the Sun, but Sun itself as well revolving around the Milky Way galaxy. So we'll get into this part, we'll slowly understand what's happening. It's a very interesting thing. And if you're noticing in that process, like the orbit is still continuing, right? The Earth and the other planets in the solar system are still orbiting around the Sun. Okay, this is just an individual video, and typically, it takes 365 days for Earth to, complete a revolution. That is what we call a year, right? A revolution around your Sun. But how long does, a Sun take to revolve around Milky Way galaxy? That is also a very interesting part of our universe, and as such, this is just one part of our universe. We have not still explored many other parts of universe. So it takes near about 225 million years to complete just one revolution around Milky Way galaxy. You can think about it as if Earth is revolving around the Sun. Similarly, your Sun, our Sun, is revolving around the Milky Way galaxy once in 225 million years. And in this one revolution time, probably many lives are created, destroyed, many changes do happen throughout this period. It's definitely one of the most interesting part. We'll also have a look at that. And of course, this period is known as galactic year, and just like how we call 1 year. So exactly, we are right now near about 18 galactic years ago, and that is the moment when like the first time Earth was formed. So after completion of one revolution of sun around the Milky Way galaxy, life forms were formed. That is like galactic years, but basic life forms began, nothing with any brain structure, etc. And post that you will and it's really very interesting. Like this is definitely one of the most interesting parts. Students, do not definitely forget to share this with your friends. So the thing is, like 12 galactic years ago, like basic microbes were formed, and it was just before 10 galactic years. We call that one solid mass of land, solid land, where rest were all oceans, was just 10 galactic years ago, and this is known as like when the stable continents are appeared. All right, guys. I think that was really very interesting. That we had a look at how does sun commute around any like a galaxy, and this is just one of those galaxy, and there are many such galaxies in this universe, of course. There are many more many more planetary systems like this. We have explored very few. So Stephen Hawking said that we could be just one of those highly developed or intellect monkeys on one of those but we yet we do not have any evidences yet. But this is a very interesting part to know, like how everything is formed, how everything, what is going to happen, etc. And of course this planetary motion, how they influence the overall like planetary motions, the life forms on Earth, etc. All right, guys, so let's get into a problem. So this is going to be definitely an interesting problem. So the gravitational potential energy of a solid sphere with radius r and mass m uniformly distributed throughout its volume. So in the last class we saw that like there was a spherical shell, and around that spherical shell was carrying some mass, and it had some radius, and it had some self energy, which was nothing but the binding energy to put together those masses. Now, what about a solid sphere? A solid sphere is basically, a bunch of spherical shells, isn't it? Like that could be one of the things. And how do we work around this? And is the self energy is going to be zero? Of course not. It's going to have some self energy. So let's get into this point and understand how do we work around this. So it's definitely not zero. If you are thinking about it as zero, that's definitely a mistake. And whether it should be greater than like 0.5 minus dm by r square, which is like the shell's energy. So that is one of the ways of understanding this. So shell's self energy is anywhere around half of gm square by r, right? So at the same time, you can think about it like this, that you are from the given options you can reduce it, but generally it's like this, your solid sphere, the earth, everything around us, like object has some self energy associated with it. And the more solid, more denser the object, not more denser but more solid the object, more self energy it is going to have. Let's have a look at it and let's get to the thing. So first of all, whenever we are talking about one such system, what we are going to do is we are going to assume that already a small sphere of mass m has been built, and around this you are going to assemble this kind of disk. Okay, and this disk will continue, sorry, I'm saying disk, but shell. Okay, so you have a sphere with more mass small m, and then you keep assembling. You just try to assemble more and more of spherical shells around them. And these spherical shells, so it really depends how it would be asked in your exam. This could be just a thing that you can remember, but the method is more important, because mass density is not always uniform, because just in case of earth, even earth does not have uniform mass density, right? So that way you have to think about it. So this is just going to be a basic derivation or basic calculation, but you need to understand from the perspective of how do you calculate it, given that you have some solid mass m, or a sphere of solid mass m. Okay, so there we go. We will, as usual, assume that there is like a small solid sphere of mass m with radius r, and around which we are building those small spherical shells, initially something having a thickness of dr, right? And similarly we'll keep building until we reach from 0 to capital R. Okay, so in such cases, the first thing we know is it's a uniform mass density, else you would be substituting the function that is available for the density. So now what is this density of the whole sphere? As such, the mass is m and the volume is going to be 4 by 3 pi r by capital R cube. Okay, that's it. So this is a constant value. We'll just keep it aside, and we'll be substituting it at the end to get that number, etc. And now you understood that this is a small shell m. So let's now think about it, how this is going to have any potential energy. If you remember, what was potential energy? Potential energy was something like minus g mass of one body into that of mass of another body. It's a spherical shell. In this case, it's like distance r by. Or else you can think about it this way. It's basically dv, or it could be like v dot potential dot dm. Okay, dot dm. Okay, now this dm is not the same thing that we earlier dealt up until now with hollow spherical shells. It's rather a solid sphere. So how do we work around this? Okay, that is something that we should be knowing. So first of all, what is v? V is going to be due to this small sphere with radius r, that's going to be like minus g of that mass of that sphere, okay, and divided by like the radius of this sphere. And like dm is something that we need to calculate. All right. So now let's get into this part. So first of all, as usual, we take the same thing as we discussed earlier. It has small thickness dr, and this guy is like the one in like the blue color does have a mass of dm. That's what we assume, and this one would be having a mass ms and radius r. So right now it's just one elemental spherical shell that's going to be assembled. So just from what we know earlier, now I'm going to call this as du. Even in the earlier case it would be like a du. Okay, the potential energy, it's not the complete potential energy, it's just the potential energy of that particular shell. So this is going to be v of the shell into dm, and substituting the value of v, what it was, minus g ms by r into that of dm. Okay. Now, what is the value of two things that we need to know? dm in terms of r, of course, right? So dm is going to be, what is this dm mass? Some volume into density, volume of that small volume into density, something like dv into density rho. It's going to be rho into how much? dv is how much? 4 pi r square dr. So it's basically a thin elemental spherical shell. So this would be having a thickness of dr, and of course the surface area is 4 pi r square. Okay, now the next thing is this mass ms, right? This mass ms is going to be how much? Like rho into again the volume of that sphere, which is how much? 4 by 3 pi r cube, small r cube. We substitute both this value, we'll be getting the potential energy, that elemental work done. It's basically not even elemental potential energy, I would rather call this as elemental work done, because already there is a potential energy associated with that, with this small sphere. So it's like that work done to assemble this shell. Okay, let's move on then. Basically, we're going to substitute those values, nothing else. Whatever values we have got, right, we will be substituting that values. It's going to be how much? G into ms, where this is the mass ms, and this as mass like dm, by small r, and substituting those values, there should be a minus sign, because everywhere there should be a minus sign. Okay, that's fine. Now, so what is the value of ms? It's basically rho into 4 by 3 pi r cube into that of rho into 4 pi r square dr, which is nothing but dm. Okay, divided by r. Okay, this is what? This is the elemental work done. You can think about it as that elemental potential energy associated with just those system without calculating the self energy of that small sphere, because we are basically saying just calculating that work done, that potential energy between the system, and we'll be doing it from 0 to r. One or another r would get cancelled out. We will be just segregating the constant terms as usual. That is going to be g rho square. Given that rho is constant, you can do this. If a function for the rho, a function for a density is given to you, you would not be doing this. Okay, so this would be 4 pi whole square divided by d. Yes. And this is going to be what? R to the power 4 dr. Okay, now comes the thing, right? Now the work is done from where to where? From building or assembling the tiny mass of radius 0r or 0 radius to that of the capital R, the whole sphere. Correct? So we need to be integrating this to find out the potential energy associated with this sphere, this solid sphere. That's it. So yes, we will be integrating the term, we'll be forgetting the dw, etc. And there you go. R to the power 4 dr, that is what we are supposed to integrate. This is going to go from 0 to capital R, and you will be having a rho square minus g 4 pi square by 3. We have 4 pi whole square by 3. Are we missing something? Okay. So if we integrate this term, what do we get? We get, as usual, it's a very simple one, and it's going to minus g rho square 4 pi whole square. Just keep that 4 pi as it is, because at the end of, like, you don't want to, even if it is simplifiable, don't do it unless it's necessary. R to the power 5, R to the power 4, integration of R to the power 4 dr is going to be R to the power 5 by 5. Easy, right? Damn easy. Now, substitute the value. It's R to the power 5, capital R to the power 5, minus g rho square 4 pi whole square by 3 into R to the power 5. Now, to get the value in terms of m, we are going to substitute the value of rho, of course. Okay. So, and what was the value of rho? It was m by 4 by 3 pi r, capital R cube, and this whole term square, right? It's a simple simplification, that's all. So as usual, we'll be simplifying many more things as we move into this. Okay, finally it would be like a very interesting term. So do remember, of course, it has more mass, hence it would be having it does not have more mass, but it has mass distributed uniformly throughout the volume. In both the cases the mass were same, m and m, but it has mass distributed uniformly throughout the volume, hence this is going to have more self energy, self potential energy. Okay, so this 4 pi and this 4 pi can be cancelled out. Similarly, this r cube with r to the power 5 can be cancelled out, only r, that's r to the power 6, right? There's a square over here, and similarly this square and one of this will go off, and we add pi 5 over here. That's it, and we'll be getting this as something like g minus gm square, 3 gm square, right? So there would be 1 3 would be left, so this 1 3 would be carried on to the top. We'll be having 5 on the bottom. It's minus gm square by r. So this shell is going to have a self energy of minus 3 by 5 gm square by capital R. You can remember this, but the most important thing is, this is how it works, and if there are like two solid spheres, you need to account self energy of each sphere. and then calculate the total potential energy of the system. There is going to be interaction energy between two solid spheres, and as well as, so for an example, let's say, okay, this is only uniform mass distribution. Now, and let's say this is solid sphere. Just giving you an example of, okay, this as a mass m1 and radius r1. Okay, and what we'll be doing is we'll be taking another such sphere, let's say. Again a solid sphere of mass m2 and radius r. Okay. Now your question could be, what is the energy of this system? So if you're just going to go by just the point mass thing, like all the mass is concentrated at the center, that is where everything goes wrong. Assume these spheres at the center are separated by a distance r. Okay. Now what is the total potential energy of the system? Total potential energy, let's call this to be UT. Let's say mass m1, we say this thing, right, just like how we do it in the for a spherical shell. So this is going to be minus g m1 m2, two masses divided by the distance between them r, plus of minus, basically plus of minus, due to which one? The self energy of this guy, right? So there is some us associated with it, so we are going to write down that term as well. So that is going to be minus g m1 whole square by r into 3 by 5, given that it's a uniform mass distribution. Next, and let's say there is some this thing associated with this as well, that is going to be how much? Minus 3 by 5 g m2 square by r2, the radius of the sphere. Okay. That is it. That is how you will be calculating the energy of the system. So your every solid body has some energy, every sphere has some energy, every shell has some energy. This is how you calculate it. Really easy. Alright, let's move on to the next problem then. It's a very simple one. So now comes the typical thing, that is one of the things that we have been dealing until now. Until now means if you haven't dealt with gravitation yet, I know what is the answer going to be according to you. So let's say there is a ball and it is being dropped from a height like r by 3, right? So it's like this is just tilted, so anyway it's going to come towards the center of the earth or towards the surface of the earth. You're dropping an object from here, from r by 3 height, from the surface of earth. So the question is, what is the change in potential energy? So in such cases, what do? We generally say potential energy is equal to mgh. Is that what we say? And the question asks us, what is the velocity, right? Velocity of the ball once it is going to reach the surface. Now the thing is, what do? We say that alright, kinetic change in potential energy is nothing but change in kinetic energy. Actually it's like conservation, you do the conservation to take care of the sign. Anyway, on the surface we assume that there is no potential energy, and then we say, alright, this was at a height, how much, like r by 3 in this case, and then we say that this potential energy initially was something like It's at rest, so I'm not adding the kinetic energy part, and we say this is going to be mgr by 3 is equal to kinetic energy is going to be half mv square the moment it reaches the earth. Okay, assuming this as a mass m, and this ball as a mass m. Okay, now the thing is, then we say what is the velocity. Velocity is going to be one of the most frequently asked questions. Okay, this could be in any simple competitive exam, or could be also a JEE Mains or JEE Advanced match the following question. And typically it is given to notice it is given to assess your understanding around this gravitation, potential energy, etc. What is the real potential energy? What was the change in potential energy? So in this case, what do we say? Okay, all right, that means the change in potential energy now in this case is mgr by 3. That way your velocity should be under root of 2gr by 3, right? But this, if you are thinking about this as the answer, definitely this is the wrong one, right? So why is that so? Because now the change in potential energy is a significant quantity. Okay, we'll understand this part as we get into this problem. There is an explanation, there's a theoretical explanation as well. So up until now, whatever we have been dealing is an approximation. This is basically your work power energy, 1D motion, all you have been doing is an approximation. Okay, now the real thing is different. Why? Because the potential energy on the surface of Earth is not zero. And at an height r by 3, it's not mgr by 3. There are two mistakes that we have been doing until now. Okay, now let's understand this point and get into this problem. Okay, it's going to be super interesting. So what is the actual change in potential energy? Is it greater than what we have been thinking, or is it less than what we have been thinking? That is one of the ways of thinking about it to get to the answer. But let's first of all do it and then get to the solution, how do we verify it from the options. Okay, so now the thing is, your ball has reached this position. So let's call this as position A and position B. Okay. Now what is change in potential energy from moving from this point to this point? It's not mgr by 3. Okay, change in potential energy is going to be how much? UA minus of UB, right? UA is how much? From the center of the earth, this distance is r, this distance is r by 3, this is going to be 4r by 3. So UA is going to be how much? Minus G, if you assume the mass of this ball to be m, going to be G, and mass of the earth to be capital M. Okay, it's going to be GME by GME into M of the ball divided by 4r by 3. Okay, minus that off. Minus. Okay, so now your ball has reached the surface of earth. And what is the potential energy going to be? Minus GME into M of the ball divided by R, because it's at a distance R from the surface. Okay. Basically, what is the potential energy on the surface of the earth? So if we start simplifying this, we can take out minus G common, ME common, M common, R common, etc. Okay, we not take minus common because not necessary, and we get this to be how much? Minus 3 by 4 minus of minus 1 plus 1. Basically this is going to be delta U is change in potential energy is how much? Minus GMEM 1 minus 3 by 4, that's 1 by 4, basically 0.75 minus 1 minus 0.75. That's it. Now, what has happened to this energy is not lost in the system ever. Energy is always conserved. Where has this energy gone? This has been converted into some kinetic energy, right? This has been converted into kinetic energy. That's it. Now the kinetic energy is very simple. It's a half mv square. There is no like kind of thing that you need to think about it. It's basically so at this place the velocity was 0 and the ball reached here, and let's say it has a velocity v, and now what is the change in kinetic energy, or the kinetic energy gained in this case is going to be half of m into v square. Okay. Now, what was the change in potential energy? It's not mg r by 3, but rather like gmm by, given that the mass of the ball is m, in this case gm of earth. What was change in potential energy? Was g minus is not there because it's already changed, and of course it has reduced because you are subtracting one quantity, like the first quantity from the second quantity. You got a positive by 4r. Now all you need to do is equate both the terms as usual. The gain, if it had some velocity, you will be including this velocity. A very important concept, right? Post this only you will have any clarity around escape velocity. This is where I told you, like, most of the times I keep posting you on your Telegram channel. Yes, students, all do get on to the Telegram channel because I keep posting important things around there. And there I told you there is a specific topic from which you frequently get questions in your exam. But escape velocity and this kind of energy conservation. Okay. Alright guys, so change in kinetic energy and change in potential energy are going to be equated. It's a basic thing. The only difference is how it is, what is the real change? I wouldn't say how it is used in gravitational chapter, etc. What is the real change? And why don't we take this, rather we take mgh? Is there a reason behind that? Yes, of course. We are approximating it, as I told you. And as you know, it's not dependent upon the mass of the ball, of course. So it's going to be like velocity is going to be under root gme by 2r. Okay. So velocity, the moment it reaches here, the velocity is going to be under root gme by 2r. Now, the thing is, how do we express it in terms of g? Basically multiply with r on the denominator and on the numerator. If we do this, let's say we separated out the terms and we say this is r square and r by 2. The same thing, there's no difference. Yep. But what is this? This is gravitational acceleration, g. So the velocity is going to be under root g r by 2. So this has happened. Okay, this is not happened. This is how it works. But we typically tend to include these kind of factors in the calculation as long as this is, let's say this is in height, h. Okay, if this h is comparable to radius of earth, so that's why we say gravitational chapter is more relevant to the planet, the planetary motions and your satellite motions, like your rocket, etc, etc, etc. Okay, more of like an astronomical thing. It's not more of like a daily thing that we would be using. Okay, just for small drop in objects, etc. This is not something that we are going to consider. So this should be comparable of radius of earth. That is when we use this. Okay, then how do we get mgh? Is that correct? Even if this distance is not comparable to radius of Earth, let's say h is smaller than radius of Earth. Okay. So generally we can do a thing. Let's say you are dropping an object from height h. This has mass m and this has capital M. So what is the change in potential energy? As usual, we will be taking two position A, and as it reaches the surface of Earth, it's going to be C. Now the thing is, what is UA? UA is going to be distance from the center of the Earth is going to be r plus of h. This distance is going to be r. So this is minus g m e into m divided by r plus of h. Minus of minus, okay, g m e m divided by r. The moment it reaches, distance is just r. So how much is this going to be? This is going to be something like minus, can take out as usual g m e m common, and that's it. That would be like, that would look something like this. If I take the minus sign, the way we used to look at it earlier, looks something like 1 by r. This would become a positive, and minus of 1 by r plus h. Okay, so this is going to be minus g m e m, and we're going to take this on the numerator and this over here. You'll be basically getting h. Okay, think about it. This goes on this side and this goes on this side when you're trying to find that cm etc. So you'll be getting r plus h minus r. So that's going to be h divided by r into r plus h. Okay, again I'm going to rearrange the terms and write it down something like this. Just rearranging the terms. gme by r into m into h divided by r plus of h. Okay, that's it. So are we correct? Yeah, of course. Now this is change in potential energy. We write the term. So we got year to year to year. Change in potential energy was something like minus g m e by r into m into that of 1 by r into r plus h, and on the numerator we add an h. Now why did we write down this r again? This r is not present. It's basically r divided by r. Now the thing is, let's say this height is not that significant. This height is less than r, very tiny. Okay, now the thing is, r plus h could be, in such case, in this specific case, we can say r plus h is approximately equal to r. Okay, h is a very small quantity, you know, some few meters etc. Okay, radius is in like kilometers etc. Very small quantity, that too like sometimes, you know, just few meters. Hence we can say this. If it's a small height, else we can't say this. So in this case, we can again define potential energy as minus G ME by R into M into H divided by R, which is going to be minus G ME by R square into M into H. And this is how much? This is going to be G, right? GME square by R. Okay, GME by R square. We just saw that thing. So we basically got the MGH term. So as long as, okay, as long as your height is lesser than R, we can say change in potential energy for this position from A to B, how much? It's going to be mg capital. Okay, the approximation, of course. That's it. It's the easiest form that we ever come across, but typically this is how you are supposed to do if it is comparable to the height of radius of the Earth. Okay, alright guys, that's it. So we'll do a thing. So this is one of the kind of problem that you can understand, you can expect in your exam. You need to understand this very carefully. You might have dealt with field potential. Now here is a question where it is asking you the potential energy of a particle due to gravitational field is given by some 6x plus 4y. Okay, and the mass of the particle is 4 kg and no other force is acting on the particle. The particle was initially at rest at a point 6,8. Then the time after which the particle is going to cross the x-axis, whether it's going to be 1 second, and what is the weight? Weight is like 4 kg. Okay, 4 kg weight. This is some potential energy function of the particle given to you. Okay, typically you have a function for either potential or field, and you're supposed to derive, if you remember, some like either field or the potential. Now the question is around given a function for gravitational potential energy and like few conditions, what is going to be the time, something related to actually force. If you are trying to understand this point, we'll get into this problem, but try to solve this problem. Definitely try to have a look at this problem, students. Try to solve it yourself as well, because this is one of the model problems that you do not expect initially, and finally you may see one such in your exam. So either what you can do is you can convert this term into potential, potential energy. Potential conversion can be done when you know the mass of the the particle, or else you can think about it in other direction as well, which is the common thing that we are going to do. Okay, all right, let's get into this question. It's a very interesting question, of course. So anyways, let's correct this. This is going to be 4 kg. Now the thing is, there is a particle. Of course, there is x-axis and a y-axis. Okay. Now this particle's position is given to you as 6,8, not up to the scale, of course. So now the thing is, what is being asked? Some potential energy function is also given to you. Okay, some u function is given to you. Okay, this function. But now there is a potential energy, means there is a function potential energy, there is a force acting on it, and this is happening. Else if there is no attractive force, there is no potential energy function as well, right? So now the thing is okay, either attractive or repelling force, whatever it is. Now, and it is also said no other force is acting on the particle. Now what is being asked? When would this particle cross the x-axis? Right, definitely one of the kind of problems that you can expect in your exam, and it would suddenly appear as a thing that you haven't learned until now, and suddenly you're seeing this problem, right? So in this case, if you're thinking about it, when would it cross x-axis? When it completes this height, this 8. Okay, the coordinate of y-axis is 8 at this point. The question can be anyway, when it crosses this line, or when it crosses y-axis. Now we are just dealing with x-axis. Okay, and in this direction, what is going to be your acceleration? Because the particle is given to be at rest, or there is nothing else acting on the particle. Okay, it's initially at rest. Now what is the acceleration in the y direction, right? Because y direction acceleration matters, x direction acceleration is going to be like this. Y direction acceleration matters. Now y direction acceleration, how do you find it out? First of all, you need to understand something. You need to find out, you need to apply something known as partial differentiation in this. Okay, so this is how it works. Force along y direction, that is the only thing that we are concerned about. We are not concerned about the x direction acceleration or x direction force. So that's going to be minus du by dy. So you have a function and you need to differentiate this function with respect to y. What is that function? That is 6x, right? This one, 6x plus 4y. And once you start partial differentiation, if you remember, we did a whole lecture on this. This is going to be 0, and then this is going to be how much? Minus 4. Okay, basically you have something like this, minus d of 4y by that of dou y. Basically dou is what we call this to be. We'll cancel out y and y, will be having minus 4. So we'll be having force along this direction to be s4. Okay. What is the acceleration in this case? Acceleration ay is going to be fy divided by mass, which is going to be minus 4 divided by mass of the body, which was given to be 4 kgs. That's going to be minus 1. Let's assume this to be, no such units are given, so let's just keep it as minus 1 meters per second. Now we got the acceleration. We know this quantity. Minus 1 meters per second square. And what else do we know? We know it has to cross this 8 meters distance along y-axis. Simply apply Newton's equation of motion, you will get it. So what we'll be doing is we'll be simply applying, s is equal to ut plus half at square. U is 0, so it's basically half t square. So minus 8 is the distance. I'm going to apply this sign. It's minus 8, and this is half, and this is going to be how much? Minus 1, and this is t. Minus minus gets cancelled out, and t is going to be how much? 4 seconds. I think that's all about potential energy, but we'll be applying potential energy even in the upcoming chapters. We'll be having more interesting applications of potential energy. I want to discuss something more today, but I think we are running out of time. So yeah, definitely stay tuned. Do not forget to share this video. Tomorrow, of course, this is going to be the most important thing for your JEE Mains and JEE Advanced. Typically, you can expect a question either from conservation of energy or Kepler's law, or like your escape velocity. We'll get into the concept escape velocity. We'll get started with an awesome problem. Then post that, we will be understanding how to find out any escape velocity of any given planet, etc. There can be different kind of problems typically it's not going to be it's actually a very easy problem that you will be definitely getting in an exam around escape velocity. So this is a chapter that you should complete. And students, do not forget to share this video, because this is a free of cost initiative by Unacademy where you're getting high quality content, and you may want to share this with your friends on your social media so that someone in need will also get access to this lectures. Not only that, moreover, we have more amazing content coming up, and yes, of course, share it with your friends. Okay, and we'll be also understanding why moon does not have an atmosphere while earth has some atmosphere. Right, we'll be understanding all of these factors in the upcoming lecture. And do not forget to complete units, dimensions and measurements lecture, especially if you are even a 2021 or a 2022 aspirant. Everything is available for free of cost on your Unacademy learning app. So try and complete this chapter. As you know, this is a very easy chapter. All that is going to consume is very less time. All you have to attend is 4 + 1, just 5 lectures. And your preparation around units, dimensions and measurements will be complete, and definitely an easy one, less time consuming, and be it during your preparation or during your exam. And you can typically expect questions in JEE Mains and JEE Advanced. You can check out past 10 years paper. There wasn't even a single paper without units, dimensions and measurement paper. Be it even 2020, you add so many problems around units, dimensions and measurement. Definitely a very important chapter. You can definitely also expect question in your JEE Advanced. One of the most important chapters for your JEE Mains and JEE Advanced preparation, especially for your JEE Mains, because there are many questions in your exam that you can just solve using dimensional consistency. Right, we have discussed many such things in your electrostatics PYQ. So yes, definitely do complete this chapter. It's all available for free of cost on your Unacademy learning app. Right, so this is available for free of cost on your Unacademy learning app. So try and complete them. What have we discussed in this 4 + 1 session? One session is all about just model problems, but we have discussed units based problem, dimension analysis of important quantities, and measuring instruments like vernier calipers and screw gauge, error analysis, least count analysis, and many more things in this just 4 + 1 session. And students, if you are not yet on our Telegram channel, do get onto our Telegram channel. The description, the link is available in the description box below. And students, one more important thing, if you don't have a Telegram app, you can't get onto the Telegram channel. So first of all, download the Telegram app from your Google Play Store and App Store, and post that, click onto this link which is available in the description box below. Right, once you get onto our Telegram channel, you'll be getting live before time updates on every class conducted by our JEE English team on your Telegram channel. Not only that, you can just type in JEE_English to find us on Telegram, guys. This is one of the ways to find us on Telegram app. But first of all, download the Telegram app if you don't have one. And that being said, students, do download Unacademy learning app. If you don't have an Unacademy learning app yet, just do type in Unacademy in your Google Play Store and App Store. The first search result is going to be Unacademy learning app, and just click on this install button. And why should you have Unacademy learning app? There are many reasons. Few of them could be you can attend free of cost quizzes. Not only that, you can attend this A to Z sessions. I keep conducting A to Z sessions, and right now we have started with PYQ sessions as well on your Unacademy learning app. You can attend them all for free of cost on your Unacademy learning app, guys, and you can attend it from anywhere once you have them. Not only that, yes, do follow me on Unacademy learning app to get live updates. And one amazing thing about this Unacademy learning app is once you follow an educator, you'll be able to get live updates. And yes, of course, that is one of the things. These A to Z sessions cover everything that you require for your JEE preparation. This includes any full length lectures, high quality lectures, just like what you're watching on YouTube, but it's a little fast paced, and it's little lengthy lectures. But you can typically a very nice lecture for your revision, etc. And even if you have already completed for a revision, that's one of the best places to get started. So do follow me and get live updates and many more things. As I told you, one of them is going to be Unacademy Combat. The next Unacademy Combat is going to happen on 17th of January. And so enroll today. Why you should be competing in Unacademy Combat, guys? One, it's definitely a rewarding experience. We are going to distribute hundreds of Amazon vouchers, MacBook Air, Apple iPad, etc. But not only that, it's going to be an amazing learning experience for you. You're going to compete with students at a national level, some of the potential rank holders, etc. And not only that, we have segregated batches for 11th class, 12th class, and droppers. So you don't have to really worry about whether you're going to compete with the 12th class student being 11th class students. Everything is taken care on Unacademy Combat. It's the most competitive gamified IIT JEE battle ever, and you can compete live and win lots of rewards and prizes this January. So enroll today and do not forget to apply Murli live code. Yes, of course, do apply Murli live code. If any, you will get the best discount. If not, you will be able to unlock it for free of cost. And you can in fact unlock many features on your Unacademy learning app for free of cost using Murli live code. So make sure you apply Murli live code. And guys, yes, if you're looking for a complete package for your JEE Mains and JEE Advanced preparation, it's going to be Unacademy subscription. And why do we say it's going to be the complete package, the champions tool that you need for your JEE Mains and JEE Advanced preparation? Because guys, you will get access to the best educators across the nation, and you can attend daily live interactive classes with the best educators on a very interactive and attractive platform with polls and leaderboards. And of course, students, you get many more important things that is required for your exam. One among them is test series, where you get to attend this test series set by the best educators, and some of the best questions that you can expect in your exam. And you'll be competing with a national level crowd, and you'll be getting an overall analysis based on that. And you can improvise upon your position. You can understand your position right now. You can improvise upon your mistakes. And not only that, every Unacademy subscription program is a structured program. You don't have to worry about the planning. We take care of the planning on Unacademy subscription platform. And in fact, you will get access to live doubt clearing sessions with the top educators across the nation. And guys, this is one of the most important thing for your JEE preparation, where you are able to not just attend the classes, not just attend test series, but get live doubt clearing sessions with the best educators across the nation. And also every Unacademy subscription program is going to have the fourth session as live doubt clearing session, and many more things like live quizzes, mega quizzes, etc., that are going to be conducted on Unacademy. So dedicated quizzes, dedicated doubt clearing session. This way you will be able to maintain completeness. So this could be the best thing for your JEE preparation. If you can, if you are already on Unacademy subscription, definitely do take advantage of this, all those features. And there are many more things. Of course, these are few among those. And how do you avail an Unacademy subscription? All you need to do is click on the left hand top corner extension bar. First of all, download an Unacademy learning app. Again, if you're even a subscription student, you can attend these classes from anywhere, and you can stay tuned and you can be regular to the classes. That is one of the key parts for your JEE preparation. And of course, do log in and do click on the left hand top corner extension bar, select plus, and then select IIT JEE as your goal and hit on this get subscription button. Not only that, students, one more amazing thing about an Unacademy subscription is that you will get unlimited access throughout the period. You can attend as many programs as you want. Like there are no batch restrictions, etc., on an Unacademy subscription platform. So you can attend, like parallelly courses on maybe like electromagnetism and mechanics, and get your preparation done within the stipulated time period that you have. And definitely one of the best things is also about its pricing. It's quite economical, it's reasonable. All it is going to cost you is 2,100 for a 24-month program. And like, who do we recommend 24-month programs? Students who are in like 9th class and about to get into, let's say, 11th class. So students who are going to get into 10th and 11th class, you may want to go for a 2-year subscription, which is only going to cost you near about 70 rupees a day. Definitely the most economical, the most reasonable one is going to be a 2-year plus subscription. Especially when it comes to JEE, we have some of the best educators across the nation. And students, yes, to get to this, if you don't see this like price point on your purchase, just to apply Murli live code, you will be able to avail the best discount. Do apply it and get the best discount on your subscription purchases. So yes, and be it even 2 years, 1 year, etc. Not only that, students, we have two interesting payment options for you. One is pay in parts and the other one is no cost EMI. So these are two payment options that are available on Unacademy subscription platform. And the beauty of these payment options is like you don't have to go through the hassle of paying all the fee at once. You can split your payments into multiple parts and you don't have to worry about paying all the fee at once. Definitely a very interesting thing that you can go for if you don't want to go through the hassle of paying all the fee at once. We also have access to debit card, credit card, UPI, etc. on Unacademy subscription platform. And students, there are again two other programs which I would recommend for students who are 2021 aspirants. So 2021 aspirants not planning to drop may want to go for a 6-month plus subscription. So I'll come to the other part as well. And what is going to be the price? Price is going to be near about just 25,000. Okay, and what do we have for you? We have dedicated batches going on. Even for 2022 aspirants, we have dedicated batches going on. Even for 2 years preparation, we have dedicated batches going on. And this is students who don't have a plan for drop. So you have no plan for drop or to prepare for more than 6 months. Okay. No plan for drop. This is going to be an ideal program for you. And students who have planned to drop and prepare, or students who are in 11th class right now, you may want to go for a 12-month subscription, which is going to cost you near about 35,000 for the whole year, less than 35,000, less than 2,900 per month. So this would be for 2022 aspirants and 2021 aspirants who have any plan for drop. So you'll be getting those whole 1 year, you'll be getting that 1 year access to this amazing features, everything like test series, best educators, etc on a single platform and unlimited access. And students, yes, of course, if you don't see this pricing, do apply Murli Live code, and this way you will be able to get the best discount, be it on 6 months, 12 months or 24-month subscription. This is going to get you the best discount on your subscription purchases. Right. And yes, not only that, we also have access to something more amazing known as iconic subscription on Unacademy subscription platform. This not only gives access to all the features that you get on Plus, along with that you'll be able to get one-on-one mentoring session, live mentoring session from IITians and NITians who have personally gone through this journey. So think about it, having IIT and NITian as your personal coach, guiding you throughout this journey. They are taking you in this journey with all this expert guidelines, strategy sessions that you want for your JEE Mains and JEE Advanced preparation. And students, yes, so they have previously gone through this journey. They understand the ups and downs, and also the kind of barriers that would be coming on the way. And depending upon your preparedness, you can get some personal guidelines, and that would help you better perform in your exam. If you can afford it, iconic subscription is going to be the best thing. Here you would get access to all the features of Plus. Along with that, you'll be getting personal coaching, mentoring from IITians, NITians, and also from the best educators across the nation. You'll be getting a study planner, test analysis, many more things. And a 6-month subscription is only going to cost you near about 34,200, and a 12-month subscription is going to cost you near about 58,500, and a 24-month subscription is going to all cost you 90,000 for 2 years. So that's like 45,000 per year, right? And make sure you apply Murli Live code so that you can get the best discount, maximum discount, be it on iconic combo, or we also have something known as combo plus iconic combo subscriptions, be it 6 months, 12 months or 24-month subscription purchase. Not only that, right now our team is also available on iconic subscription. You can take your JEE preparation to the next level with our personal coaching, with our expert team. We have a team of IITians, NITians and head of coaching institutes on our team, and you can definitely get iconic subscription in English if that is what you're looking for, or any language of your preference. And we will be guiding you with IIT JEE workshop, expert guidelines, study planners, test analysis, and many more things. And guys, yes, there is something more that we have right now on Unacademy for your JEE and board preparation. That's going to be a combo preparation. On combo preparation, so what is this combo preparation? This combo preparation is nothing but a combination of your IIT JEE preparation and Plus. Okay, at an economical price. So a combined price for both of them is going to be a little bit more economical than your individual programs. And on this combo we also have different combinations like iconic plus and plus, which is only going to cost you near about like if it's going to start at 4,687 per month, and like all iconic program is going to cost you near about 5,500 per month. And if you're going to go for just plus like no iconic subscription, all it is going to cost you near about 3,037 per month. That is one of the best things about combo subscription. You can choose whether you want to go for a plus on IIT JEE and iconic on your CBSE preparation, or if you want to go for iconic on IIT JEE and plus on CBSE preparation, right? And if you're going to go for a plus on JEE, and definitely I would say either go for total iconic subscription, or go on an iconic with IIT JEE. And even if you're thinking your board preparation is lacking behind, we have some of the best educators and across the nation, and you can go for an iconic subscription, which is going to cost you, like iconic of CBSE and IIT JEE of plus, which is going to cost you near about 3,900 per month. And do not forget that we have started some of the best batches by the best educators across the nation. One is Manzil batch for Target 2022 and the Rank Booster 2.0 batch. And you can enroll right now as well. It has just begun. Not only that, we have just started some courses on 28th of December conducted by some of the best educators of Unacademy. And one is for class 12. Which is going to be JEE Advanced 2022 and JEE Mains and JEE Advanced 2022 aspirants, and of course a class 11 batch has also begun for IIT JEE Main and Advanced by some of our best educators. So do not forget to like, share this video. Definitely do share it on your social media. It's all free of cost, high quality, full-length content for your JEE preparation. And definitely sharing is caring. Do share it and keep smiling. Do not forget to click on that bell button and subscribe button to get timely notifications, and avoid any gossips, and keep working hard for your success. And definitely one of the things is also work smart, do value knowledge, and keep sharing it. And students, yes, today at 7:30 p.m. we will be having a PYQ session on current and electricity. So this are going to be the 2020 JEE Mains PYQs, what we are discussing now. Current and electricity is a very important chapter from which you typically get 2 to 3 questions. Even 2022 aspirants can attend this program because we have a lot of insights, easy techniques to solve the problems. So do definitely attend it. Take care, stay safe, bye bye. See you at 7:30 if you're going to attend it. Yeah, definitely do attend it. Do not miss it out, and also do share the upcoming 7:30 session with your friends on your social media.